Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Go Mango Hero Cast. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos, and today we will be taking a look at the season finale, or the mid-season finale, of Legends of Tomorrow. Man, this show, I mean, let me preface this with having come off of Crisis on Earth X, because that tore me apart. I was weeping when and spoilers for those of you that haven't seen it, please I implore you to turn away, because it was just so good. Coming off of the send off to Victor Garber, who plays the other half of Firestorm, Martin Stein, it was just so heartbreaking. And to be completely honest, I don't think I technically watched the entire crossover, because right when that happened, I couldn't pay attention. I was just crying the whole time, and those emotions really carried themselves into this episode, and it didn't hurt any less when Stein basically died again. Like, he was given an out. He allowed himself to basically die in the end, and it was just so heartbreaking, especially to have Jax relive that, and he was doing all that he could, and it was so nice to see that even before he became another half of Firestorm, Stein is still, he's still willing to understand his place and know his place in sort of the universe, and if he was meant to die there, he will. And I feel like carrying that forward, because we didn't really get to see him being a father or being a good husband even. And I feel like this episode sort of retroactively fixes things, or at least shows us things that we weren't able to see before. His dedication to his daughter. He had to get that Bebo doll, much like what is that Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie that's I don't know, if you know it, you know it, that came out during this time of the year, made for this specific season. To see the lengths that he go to, and even I think they did an Arrow callback. He grabbed the Arrow toy, and I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I think the music team brought out the Arrow theme for that moment. But again, and everyone else in this episode as well. I don't want to discount what's going on with them, but to me, what really got me was the partnership between the Firestorm family, the Firestorm unit. Because they had such a depth of understanding and connection that they played into so well in Crisis. They played to so well here, and to give Jax that sort of moment to hear Martin one more time, or I mean, I don't know if it's really one more time. I have a feeling this younger Marty might make a return later, but just to be able to relive those that his final words, and to hear it echo, I guess, throughout his sort of existence, and it must have cemented it for him, and was probably the main motivating factor for him to leave the ship for a while. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to like leaks or anything, because I like going into this fresh, especially Legends. If I haven't made this clear, Legends is my favorite out of all 4 DC shows going on right now on the CW. Um, and Jack's departure, that really, that hit me. Much in a way that I was not expecting. I saw a preview on Twitter about this episode, and I was so happy to have young Martin come back and to see that he would be coming back. And I just didn't expect Jax to leave. I hope, the door is still open for him to come back. I really hope he comes back soon. I also want to touch on the development between Hot Pants and White Canary. That was really good. There was something about this episode that really cemented her as a sort of good guy. I don't know. Somewhere along the way, it seems that there's been this shift in her character, and I don't quite understand where it came from, outside of maybe bringing in Rip Hunter, helping them bring him in, but I don't know. I don't quite know where their relationship sort of blossomed, but I did like seeing it develop here. Overall, this episode was a lot of fun. We got to see a little bit more with with Captain Cold, the new Captain Cold and Firestorm. Not Firestorm, sorry. Heatwave. We got a little bit of that. That was entertaining. I enjoyed that pretty thoroughly. And it served as this really nice reprieve to all the sad, I mean, like, they lost a crew member, and it's again hard to reconcile, and to have this shakeup with this new Captain Cold, it was really nice. It was really nice to have that to lean back on, and it was really great. It's a side of this character that I'm glad we're able to explore, and I know this is, as much as I know, like, this is one of his final appearances, or this serves as one of his final appearances as Snart in any capacity. I think he's going to be leaving. I don't know. I'm sure doors are open for appearances later, but yeah. And on top of that, we get, at the end of the episode, the appearance of Constantine. That was, for me, it was entirely unexpected. I knew he was coming back at some point. I knew that. I did not think that it would be at the end of this episode. I'm glad, I know that they need to do this sort of tie-in, like, hey, come back for the other half of the season and get ready for more Legends. But I feel like that really undercut the departure of Jax, because you're coming off of this great scene between him and Sarah, that you kind of want that to linger on for a bit more, and just to I don't know, just feel it in the moment. But then you have to get ready and get excited because Constantine's here. It did feel like a bit of tonal whiplash, but I guess that's sort of par for the course for, a mid-season finale. I feel like the Flash handled that a lot better, because the emotions flowed well into each other. It was more of like, this happy celebratory thing turned dark. And then here we have this emotional, sad departure, but also sort of like, you want them to do better, and then, hey, crossover, hey, more opportunities more opportunities to expand the universe, and I don't know, I feel like it was again a bit tonally dissonant, but I did still appreciate it at the end of the day. Yeah, so that just about does it for my coverage on Legends of Tomorrow. Again, this is one of my favorite shows, and if no one else is going to review it with me, I will keep doing this, because I love this show. Anyways, guys, if you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below why you think Legends is the best show on DC TV right now. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Keep it juicy.